back once again. What time is it? Yes, it's time to grow. Okay, so just a quick one today, guys. Don't be afraid to take a step back in your career so you can leap forward. Yeah? Do not remain in a job, right, where, for example, it's affecting your health. Don't remain in a job where your leadership team don't rate you or don't like you. Yeah? A job that, you feel, oh, if I leave this job, it's going to affect my career. Some people are worried about it's going to affect their career journey. Some people think they're missing out. Yeah? Right? Some people are also worried about the gaps on their CV. But sometimes you are in a job that is just not right for whatever reason. Yeah? Your management team are making it difficult for you. Obviously, sometimes the problem might be with yourself and you need to look at yourself and address those things, right? But sometimes you're in an organization that just ain't right for you and you want to stay there because you love the amount of money you're earning at that time and you don't want to step back, yeah? Or you're afraid to be back out there in the job market. And before I move any further, I'm not telling anyone to leave their current job before they secure another job. Definitely don't do that. Definitely don't do that. Unless you got some different kind of millions saved or whatever money saved that you have comfortably for 12 months of your current salary. Unless you have that saved, I'm not telling you to leave your current job. What I'm saying to you is don't be afraid to step back. Yeah, so that in the future you could leap forward. Yeah. You might need to take time out to go to do some more education, yeah, for whatever profession you have your goal set on. But I think some people stay in jobs that's not good for them for the wrong reasons, or because of fear of the unknown. Yeah, do not stay in a job where no matter what you do, your manager is gonna. You might have a thing with your manager, yeah? Obviously, if your manager's treating you unfairly, you need to escalate that upwards. But sometimes you might find yourself in a no-win situation. No matter what you're going to do, the leadership team or your management, they're going to make it difficult for you. Don't stick around if they're trying to performance manage you out of the business. Obviously, fight for your rights, yeah? When you're in that situation. But looking at the bigger picture, sometimes you're in a situation where you're scared to leave because of the way your CV looks. I was at this level. I've for example progressed to a team leader role, then a management role, and then you're in some sticky situation where you're like, okay, this is not going too well, regardless if it's your fault or some external fault or you just don't fit in or whatever. You might need to say, hold on, let me take a step back. Maybe this is not the right company where I'm going to progress in this particular field. Sometimes you have to take a step back. Yeah. Sometimes if you just stick to what you're, obviously, determination to get to a particular goal is definitely a positive and a good thing to do. However, sometimes you find yourself in a stumbling block, but you stick to it for the wrong reasons. Comment below if you've had any of that kind of experience. Yeah? I know I have. Sometimes if you stay in a bad situation too long, it turns out worse. If you stay in a bad situation for too long, it sometimes turns out worse, right? So that's it for me today, guys. Comment your stories below if you don't mind sharing them with other people, because I'm sure some of you have been in situations where you're in a particular job and you're sticking around, maybe because the money's good, but maybe because if I go for this other I think if I go and do that kind of role or apply for that company for now, that's gonna be good for me in the long run. But then how's that going to look on my CV? Yeah. Yes, your CV is a powerful tool, but don't stick into a situation. Don't stick to a situation that's not going to be good for you in the long run, just because you want your CV to look pretty. No, it's not worth it. Yeah. You need to think long term. The money might be good now. Your CV might look good now. But sometimes down the line, you're in a situation that's going to affect your health, whether it's physically or mental, right? You're sticking in a situation where your management team might dismiss you because of performance. Now you've been dismissed. Now it's even harder for you to get a job. You get that? So I just want to send that message out there. Sometimes you might find yourself in a situation now. At the time of recording this video, we are in the COVID pandemic. So these are times to be even more careful. These are times where people really don't want to lose their job. So take this information very carefully, but don't remain in toxic situations. I can give many examples, but I'm sure you or someone you know or some story you heard about where someone's been in a job and they shouldn't have stuck to it and it's turned out worse. If you haven't heard of any story like that, then it is what it is. But trust me, if you're in a situation where things are tough, not just because, and I'm not talking about this job is challenging, but I'm up for the challenge. I've got a good support network around me. If you've got a good support network around you, that's good. That's a good place to be. Yeah. Like, don't see problems as challenges if they are just challenges. But sometimes you get into fiery, sticky situations where your reputation has been tarnished. Your management team don't rate you. It will be better for you to give a first impression to a new employer and build on that than try to fix a ruined relationship with your leaders or a ruined reputation. Do you understand? Whether you got into a situation whether it's no fault of your own or something you just, at the time, you wasn't in the right place and you may not have performed well for a time, and then that just, gone against you. Just please don't stay in toxic situations. Think of the future. Again, I just want to point out, I'm not recommending anyone leaving their job before securing something, sustainable. Yeah? That's it. I'll catch you on the next grow video. In the meantime, continue to grow. Feel free to comment below what you feel about this advice or any experience that you want to share. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. And also don't forget to subscribe. Catch you on the next video.